my name is Isabella Greene. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you a story of an upgrade that I just received through my Andromedan aspect. And that story is so fascinating that I decided that I want to bring it to you. We just had the Cosmic Awakening Conference, Sedona Cosmic Awakening Conference, an event that we have every year, except last year. And I am one of the speakers. I normally open the conference and set the tone for the group. And for those of you who did not get a chance to attend, I wore this outfit for the conference, so I'm wearing it for you in this video, so you can get a little bit of a taste of how it was for me on stage and for the audience who was observing me. So I was supposed to speak about supernatural abilities. That was our main focus in the conference this year. We had a few workshops related to supernatural abilities, and so my talk was supposed to consist of a meditation and then just share what I know about developing supernatural abilities like telepathy, also about receiving downloads and remote viewing, communication, and all different things that were related to the conference. And as I was focusing on my presentation, it was just not coming together. And it was already 2 days before my presentation, and I still couldn't get it together. And I just was thinking, oh, maybe I'm too stressed out this month, so I don't know what's going on. Why am I not getting this information together? And then one of the nights, literally 2 days before the conference, I'm in meditation. I woke up at 2:22 this time, and as soon as I finished doing my breath work that takes me out of my body, I'm in the presence of the council. And I haven't been with the council of any sort for quite a while. It's been probably, I don't know, close to a year that they haven't called me in. And I was thinking, hey, you know, I guess I got my act together here, so I'm not being called in for the council. And here I am in the presence, or in a room, in a space, and I know that it's a space station, and it has a circular formation like a table, kind of like a C-shaped, but closer, like the ends of it are closer together, and it's in a circle with an opening, and it looked to me like concrete circular formation. Of course, it's not concrete because it kind of morphs in and out of different, it seems like it's, you know, shimmering in and out of reality. And on top of it is what we call on Earth, I guess I can only translate it like that, or maybe my mind is interpreting it like that, the smart glass. And there are different beings around, and you know, they're doing something on that smart glass in front of them and that circular table. And the ones who are facilitating that meeting there are the Andromedan Collective, and I recognize them by the frequency, by the color, by the feeling that I get. And I am invited to kind of float towards them and towards that opening in the sea. And they say to me, we have a message for the group that is gathering for the conference, and we would like you to present that message. And I'm kind of startled there, and I go, sure, you know, give me the message. And then no, and they're saying, no, you're going to channel live in front of the audience. We will come through and we will deliver the message, and you're going to channel it. Mind you, I do not channel publicly. I do channel in private sessions. I connect with my clients' higher selves or their non-terrestrial aspects, and I channel, but I don't know, that channel is 20 minutes long, and it's in the privacy of my own home, in the privacy of individual session. But here, in front of 300 people, they're saying you're going to channel. And, well, how do you say no to the council? Right? And then they say, and I'm kind of hesitant, and they're saying, we got you, you'll be fine. And then they say, you're also going to do Q&A. And my physical brain panics at that point, and I drop it back into my body, because as soon as your adrenaline goes up, or as soon as like the analytical mind kicks in, that whole session is over. So I'm in my body, and I'm saying, no way. I'm kind of sending the message back there. I was like, no way, I'm not doing the Q&A. I've never channeled in person ever in my life, and plus there's no time, because I have a limited amount of time. I have to cover a certain amount of material. I'm doing a presentation and also a meditation during the conference, and so no, I'm not doing the Q&A, and I'm terrified, right? So my excuse is there's no time. I'm not doing it. All right. So I'm gathering myself energetically, emotionally, gathering my courage, saying, hey, you know what? All right, they said you're going to do it. I can do it. I know I'm a part of that collective because I worked with them many times, and I will share in a moment what kind of information I got also since that day. So the Q&A. The next day I receive a call that the speaker after me is not going to be able to make it. It's the end of the day. The next morning is the presentation. I'm supposed to channel, and I'm freaking out about it because I've never done it, and I'm not Bashar, and I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I going to do this? In public, what if it doesn't come through, all that like third dimensional thinking, like scared inner human going, sweating buckets here. So I get a call end of the day on Thursday. Friday morning I'm presenting first thing. And they're saying, oh, the next speaker after you is not able to make it, so there's extra time. Do you have a way to fill up that time? And I said, well, they told me I have to do the Q&A. I'm doing the Q&A. And I had just such moment of clarity that's it. We're doing it. We're doing the Q&A. And so that night I meditate again, and I'm asking for more information about that consciousness of that group, and they're saying you're part of the group. But we here on Earth, we kind of like, oh, Andromedan collective, right? Andromeda I Googled it, Andromeda only has like 1 trillion stars. So yeah, we're channeling the entire, 1 trillion different races, I don't know. So I started to ask the night before, I'm pulling, again, calling that aspect, and I'm asking, like, tell me more about what's the name of your planet, because I'm thinking that's the first question the people are going to ask me, and they're saying you cannot pronounce it, and they said you don't have the vocal cords to pronounce the name of our planet, and so I get that sound. And the best I can, because I'm insistent, I'm like, but tell me, I'm a part of it. There is a part of me that's connected to your race. Tell me the name of the planet. First of all, they're saying, well, look, we don't really go by names. It's all vibrational. We recognize each other through frequency, through energy. But if you insist, we can make a sound that is similar to what our name of our planet would sound like to human, and they make a sound. A sound that sounds kind of like when you drop a pebble into a large body of water. How do you make that sound, right? I'm like, oh, I hope nobody asks me that question, because I don't have the way to do that through my physical form. So I learned that, and then during the channeling, they also talked more, because it was my desire to know more. I kind of never really went there, like what kind of planet or what do you do? What are all these councils, So they started delivering information about the Intergalactic Federation and the Coalition of Research and ex, what is it? Exploration and Research Coalition that works with different projects on Earth, and on about different things. And they said that they're one of the races that works with developing worlds and human race, but when we say, yeah, Andromedans help us, they said no. They said just a few planets are involved within the Andromedan, what we call the Andromedan galaxy, what we call the Andromedan part of space. Just a few planets are involved with humanity and developing worlds. The rest are just doing their own thing, and then they couldn't care less. So basically that's what I got. And then they said that they were the ones who facilitated creation of the council that I am actually a part of, or that's been working with me, and they've summoned me a number of times. I've told you these stories before. Sometimes they sit there on their own. Sometimes they bring other races to participate. They also are on the board, I guess. There's all like human terms, but they're also on the board of that coalition of research and exploration. And a lot of really tangible information came in through that channeling message, and I'm not here to repeat that. It will be available for you through Sedona Cosmic Awakening conference channel. I think that will be up soon enough for, I don't know how they do it, but you can check with them how to listen to that channel and the Q&A. And then eventually, I think, probably in a year or in 6 months, I don't know, it might become available for me to post here for you on YouTube for free. So that's the scoop. But I want to share also about my body. They actually said, before we started the Q&A, because I channeled, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes, maybe 45. I really honestly have no idea. So then they said, we're going to now to invite people to ask questions, but only for as long as the vessel of the channel can handle. And of course, I'm kind of like floating here on the side going like, what are they talking about? Well, I tell you what they were talking about. Because for the first time, me holding that channel for that long turned out to be more challenging than I thought, because it took me probably 3 hours to get back in my body. When we first finished, and I'm so grateful that our Team Light founder, Ion, was there to literally almost carry me off stage. Like, I could not physically operate my vessel, get up from the chair to walk back, and he could have helped me. And then I literally was just disconnected from my body. It was really wild, because I've never experienced it to that degree. And then also people were coming up to me, not only commenting that whatever the information that came through was so speaking to them directly. And that was exactly the intention that the council had, the Andromedan collective had. They said that's exactly what I sensed when they said, we have a message for the entire group, and every person in the group received something that spoke to them very individually. But also people would come up to me to speak and start sharing that they start experiencing energetic sensations, like heart would start pounding, or like they feel like they're dreaming, or like the head starts to swim. So I carried that aspect energy throughout the entire day, and I myself could not ground and kind of feel more like myself here in this density all the way until I actually went and ate really hearty food at like 7:30 at night that night. And after that, I was like, whew, I'm back. Whew, all right. So that's an interesting experience too. for me, and I wanted to share that with you. So this was quite an upgrade. And I tell you that I've been working with a few people recently who have been doing, all of them, really seasoned healers and people who work and wrote books on this and had like 25 to 40 years of experience of doing healing work and metaphysical work. Every single one of them said the same thing. They said, you're going to start channeling. And I was saying, no, because I'm scared, as a human being. I'm terrified. What do you mean, like channeling? Well, in sessions is fine, but they would say, no, you're going to start channeling. And so it was foretold back in February. And today we have, what, April? Yeah, end of April. And it just came right in. No questions, no more like getting ready, no more like, are you there yet? Are you ready yet? It was straightforward, like you're doing it. And you're doing a Q&A. So there, that is something that I would like to share with you. Andromedan aspect kicks butt. So there we go. That's a part of my stream. I have many different aspects on my stream, as many of you do too, but that was just so empowering, and it was so humbling at the same time. Actually, when I was done, and you know what, it's very interesting because it's kind of like me talking, but at the same time it feels like it's me speaking, but I don't speak that way because it's very smooth, and the words they use and everything is just, it's like I can hear myself talk. I'm like, wow, I wish I had that kind of way of talking here in 3D. So, and at the same time, some of the information that was coming through, I think I know, but there is also parts that I have no idea about at all. And so it's very integrated with my own state of being and with my own vessel and my own human essence, but it's definitely, level up there. So all of the observations that I've thought of so far are now here for you. And yeah, it was humbling, that experience. And people commented that it was very empowering for them to see me just step into that role or in front of the audience at the conference, like I had a choice. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in and following me and listening to this story. It was quite something for me. So, all right, and I'll see you on my channel. I'll see you in my Soul Stream sessions. I'll see you in sessions that I offer you, and you can get more information about that on my website, IsabellaGreene.com. I love you. Thank you for tuning in today. I'll see you next time.